Hello and welcome to Full Tilt Throwback. I'm your host, Big Kris. Join me today, Big Squeezy.
Hello.
As I know him, Jay.
How do?
How you doing?
Too bad, lad, yourself?
Aye, I'm good, aye. So how you been like during COVID and that?
Worked most of it.
Aye.
Worked most of it and done nothing else, really.
So, a little bit before we start, alright, so we're just going to like talk a little bit about yourself, how you got started in wrestling, and a little bit about your time in FTW so far.
Alright.
Alright, so I think the first question I've got to ask is, do you like wrestling?
Yeah. Obvious answer. I know people mull it over. I'm sat there, yeah, still watch it.
Right, so when did you start watching it?
To be honest, I can't even remember when I started, but I remember getting bits and pieces growing up, either through Sky One with like Heat, Jacked, Metal, Shotgun Saturday Night and stuff like that. And then my dad would get me tapes or get me the pay-per-views
Yeah.
just to watch.
So, like, were you like a hardcore wrestling fan, or were you just like a secret wrestling fan?
It was more secret when you're like at primary school and stuff like that, until everyone's trying to beat you up, and then you show off that you can do a body slam.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Oh, you must like wrestling." Yeah. Oh, you like the Big Show because you're the biggest one here. All right, get out. But then it lapsed a bit at secondary school. Came back towards the end, and then college and that, it just took off a bit more.
Aye.
Noticed it was more than WWF and WWE.
So, well, I mean, I remember in my school, I think I was about 6 or 7. I got into a fight with a lad, and I'd done the whole Jake the Snake setup for a DDT, and I actually DDT'd the lad.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Well, I didn't actually DDT the lad but I pulled him on the floor, you know. So.
My go-to move was the spear.
Yeah.
Being the big brick wall straight through.
Or a suplex, like a belly to belly. It was always much easier for me to do belly to belly.
I just carry them and just lob them into trees and stuff like that in our school.
So we'll move on a bit now to when you started wrestling. So how old were you when you started? Were you still in college?
No, I was 2015 or 16. I think it was 2016 I started. So I would have been 23, just going on 24. So a bit late. I'd wanted to go for about a year, and a couple of my friends who I was working with at McDonald's at the time were saying, "Oh, we should go to this one." It was EPW based in Borough with Chris Cully, and eventually I got a car, and I said, "Right, I'm going," and the two lads backed out. So I was like, "All right, I'm going on my own."
Is it normally high?
Yeah, normally the case. So I messaged Chris saying, "Oh, can I come to train?" He said, "Yeah, this is the dates, this is the times." Drove up. Job was a good one.
So what did you think after your first training session? Were you like, this is what I want to do?
So the only thing I can compare it to is when I was like 4. When I first played football, you got like a little buzzing feeling inside you. And like with football, it kind of like disappeared over the years. When I took the first bump and did the first bit of training, I had that buzz again. Like, oh, I really like this. Oh, I want to do it again. I want to get back in. I want to do this. And it's that thought of sitting there for another week, like when you're a kid, thinking I've got to wait to go back and do it again. And it was just that. It was I'd always wanted to try it, and turned out I was not too bad at it.
So when you started, did you have the plan of like, right, I'm going to be a wrestler, or was it just like, oh, I just want to try it and give it a go on that?
So I always want to give everything a go at least once, and then if I'm crap at it, I'm crap at it. Like tomorrow, I'm going to play golf for the first time ever. I'm not Scottish. I'm useless. I look more like Happy Gilmore on a driving range.
Well, that's
I'll give it a go.
Happy Gilmore's the boy, man.
Wait till I get to the green. But no, I wanted to give it a try, and then when I realised, oh, it's actually all right, I picked it up. The stuff that I can't pick up and still struggle now, but I was picking up more like in-ring stuff.
Yeah.
And moving about. So I wanted to try again, say, oh, is it a fluke? Or have I actually managed to pick something up here? And the bug bit me, and that was it. I just wanted to do it.
So, we'll talk now about like your first match. Excuse me. First match that you ever had. So, where was your first match?
My first appearance.
Like no, I don't mean like a battle royal. I mean like a first.
Oh, I've got to mention this though because it's still on YouTube and it's horrendous to see. So GB Pound, Great British Pound, came out and looked like a really bad Fat Boss Man ripoff in a rumble in Shildon, which is a tiny little mining town outside of Darlington, as WWE would say. And in the battle royal, I looked lost. My punches are horrendous. I bounce around a bit with one of the bigger lads, and then I get lobbed over the top, and that was the only thing I did perfectly. Then the next night, or the next week, I go to another show, and I'm doing the same thing again. When I get thrown out, I smash my knee into the floor, and I had to drive home with my left leg, which is the clutch pedal for everyone who's in driving school or whatever. That hurt all the way home. So my first match, I believe it was a 6-man tag in a cage.
As you do?
As you do. I can't remember exactly where it was. But it was Benji on the other team, Rich Swift, I think, who's now a NXT UK referee, Little Miss Roxy against me, Aaron Goodman, who's brilliant, by the way. Who was the other one? Joe Thomas. And Roxy decided to drop kick my jaw around my face twice. I'm still feeling it now, to be fair.
So, I mean, like, so after you had like a couple of matches under your belt, you got in contact with like FTW, and you wanted to come up and train with us.
So yeah, the issue I had after a while was with work. So I tend to be on like the earlies at work, and training in Middlesbrough. For me, at this point, I don't have a car, so I have to get the train and then a bus. By the time you get back and get home, you're on the last train home. You get home, it's like midnight, and you're just knackered. But I'll get more Sundays off. And I'd seen you guys. I'd been introduced by another trainee that you had at the time, Matt Hardy, not the same one before people think that.
I wish I had Matt Hardy as a trainee.
He'd started training with EPW and then took me up there. So I had a couple of sessions, and then I ended up in hospital with myocarditis. And after I came back out of hospital, I wanted to resume it pretty much straight away, but I had to give it about 4 or 6 weeks. Essentially go back to work to prove I can go do a training, and I came back to training.
Yeah.
It was like a restart.
So, I mean, like, one of my first things when you first come that, and like, I was like, oh, what can you do? And you were like, oh, well, I can do flips and stuff like that. And again, like, people won't know this, but like, when you're in charge, you do hear, like, a lot of people will sort of like
Exaggerate.
Overestimate, I'll say estimate the skill. So like obviously he was like, oh, I can like do flips and stuff like that. So I was just like, oh, all right, they're not thinking anything of it. But then like you've got like a pretty sweet like flip, and I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
So that's something.
There's still one more movie you haven't seen yet, and I don't think I can do it until I lose a bit more weight, to be fair. So
which is?
I can't tell you. You'll see.
Well, I've seen your standing moonsaults. I've
seen that one.
I've seen your flips. I've seen your cartwheels. So
There's
the only
still one left.
450.
No. I haven't tried that, but I do want to like rub it in Craig's face if I can do it.
Well, I think like someone your size or my size could do 450. It's like
You might just need a turnbuckle on top of a turnbuckle.
yeah, it's money like. So we'll go on to like your first sort of like I would say like introduction in FTW, which was in the Motivators.
Yes. So I actually appeared the month before I started the Motivators thing in the tag over the top rope battle royal. It was a kickoff show. Teaming up with Boogs under the name Bear, even though my singlet said Gigsy, which was quite odd. That's both my names of my dogs growing up. And as part of the story after that, the Motivators brought me in to their group.
Yeah.
And we just took it from there. They were doing the pre-show workouts for people. They weren't really on the card at the time. And once I got involved and realised, oh, this is actually a load of fun. I was probably about 80% behind it when I first got asked about it. But coming the first show, I was like, yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, what did you enjoy the most? Because like you obviously you done. You didn't really have matches to begin with. It was more just like doing like
Story stuff.
doing like the pre-show and that. But I mean, like, did you enjoy that? Or
Oh, definitely. I mean, going out there and interacting with the crowd is one of the main things with me. If you've got them involved in a match with yourself, you're about 90% of the way there. The rest of it's just doing stuff in the ring.
Yeah.
But with Elliot and Kris, but not actually squatties, flexi, whatever.
Kafebi means nothing. Yeah.
Kafaba.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
but
nothing.
with Kris and Elliot, it was quite fun because you could sit there and we were like going, oh, we could do this, oh, we could do this, oh, we could do this. So you just go present 10 ideas and say, can we do any of these? Yeah, like that one, that one, that one. And it was like just mash them together. So I think it was the Halloween show. There was people dressed up in the crowd. We got them all in for the exercise thing. And I wasn't allowed to win. I was sat there like, well, that doesn't take much effort to lose.
Yeah.
But I better do it with some form of grace, and just proceeded to smash my face into the floor.
So I mean, like, so obviously you've done a lot of like video stuff and things like that. So I mean, what did you think of, like, just doing the skits? Because obviously there wasn't really any. You didn't really have a storyline, as in like you were going into a feud. It was just more like introducing like the motivators
Exactly.
to people
So
to get ready for shows which would have happened if it wasn't for
everyone falling apart at that point.
Yeah.
It was quite fun to do them. I mean, we didn't have much time with Kris, which is a shame because I actually want to do quite a lot with Quinny. I'm hoping to, hopefully down the line at some point.
Shout out to Quinny.
Yeah. Hello, Quinny. Yeah.
Hello.
With poor Elliot gets bullied essentially by me in half these skits, including the one with him catching me eating loads of crap food, junk food. That's the phrase we're looking for here. The amount of times we had to do the spit take. Normally with me in promos, I like to do like one and done or two and the through, stuff like that. But I must have spat in his face about 9-10 times. It was at the point where I'd run out of food and I was using water to spit in his face. And Ryan Ace never got his cookies back from Aldi. Ha ha.
Hello to Ryan Ace as well. Just dropping names all over the place.
Oh, well.
So we'll move on a bit now. So you were still in the motivators, but you were mainly just wrestling on the shows by yourself.
Yeah.
And you've got like a bit of an undefeated streak.
Yeah, 5-0 at the moment.
Yeah, so that's good. So I mean, like, where do you see yourself like going?
With the streak itself, or in general?
Just in general, do you think you can carry on the streak?
Keep putting people in front of me. I'll keep putting on matches. It's not my choice.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not Goldberg, so obviously the streak will end a bit shorter. Was it 178? I won't reach that high.
Allegedly.
1 week it's 24, next week it's 47. I'd like to do some more work with people, either within the company to help boost them, or outside of the company. So, either promote myself or them. Like, you can do your rivalries and stuff like that for like 3-4 months, but if nobody benefits from the end of it, what's the point?
Yeah.
So if you've got a point to get over, so with me, I just like working with people, like doing new stuff, and when you get like a last minute change or something happens, it's like, I've got to figure out the fly. Let's go. We'll do this instead. I had to do that with David Black, Ray, especially in the match, because I landed on me heed, as you say up here. And then I completely forgot the rest of the match.
Yeah. Well, I can remember, and I was just saying, oh.
Well, I had Doug the ref check on me, and I swore at him twice, the poor lad. So I apologised to him after the match. Hi, Doug.
But, like, I can't remember if you'd done that move in training beforehand, hadn't you?
A week before, yeah.
You definitely landed it, hadn't you?
Yeah, so the difference was footwear.
Yeah.
So in matches, I don't wear shoes or boots. I wear ankle supports. And when you're the 5th or 6th match or whatever I was that night, the ropes were a bit slippy. and I'm a sweaty beast as it is. I literally walk out, hit the lights, and it looks like a tsunami's hit my head. And during the match, I go for it's essentially a tumbleweed or a whisper in the wind type move, but you do it off the middle rope. Suddenly the rope, my right foot went as I turned.
Yeah.
I was halfway through the move and beep it. I went for the move.
Yeah.
I landed on my head. I felt instantly like I'd bailed in a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game. The way I landed, covered, still covered Damien Black. Ray, hi. And then I just remember it was Doug saying, "Oh, you all right? Yeah, I'm gonna finish the match." No, Jay, are you all right? Just fuck off and let me finish. Sorry. Oh, damn it, I got so far. I was so
No, you know, swear. Yeah,
I was trying to avoid it for so long.
No.
No, I'm pretty bad for it.
I'll put the parental advisory sticker on this. So
anyone who works with me will know how bad I can be. So yeah, I did that, and then did a couple of spots that my brain ticked over and remembered, and got to the finish of the match. I'm laid on the floor, and Doug comes back over and he goes, Jay, you all right? You all right? I was like, just raise my fucking hand. I'm done.
So, I mean, where do you see your like Big Squeezy going? Are you going for a title or?
I've never ever held a title.
Never?
Never.
You ever been in contention for one?
Nope.
Maybe you'll change that.
In VPW, I was mainly in tag teams with my friend Luke, who I dearly miss because he's sadly passed. And then it's like the singles matches I did, they don't really do titles. And if they do, they've got one. And there's no way I'm a main event guy. I still wouldn't count myself as a main event guy now. So to me, it's more of a case of building what I've got and then possibly down the line.
Well, you don't have to be a main event guy. You just have to, have like something about you. So, I mean, the crowd follows you. So that,
I do bring a crowd with me.
That's one thing. Like, that's probably one step to being a main eventer, is like having the crowd behind you and wanting you to win.
That's what I want to mention, actually. So now that we've got no motivators left apart from myself, does that mean I can now call the crowd the motivators instead? They can be my motivators.
Do whatever you want.
That'll do, sorted. You guys are now the motivators, not me. I'm just the fat git who does flips in front of you.
So,
keep it together, Chris.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Look, it's been a long day today. So the next part of the podcast is the what if. So basically, this is what if you had full control over FTW. So it can either be about yourself, it could be about someone else, anything that you can think of.
Fantasy book.
Yeah. So what if Squeezy had control? What would FTW be looking like?
Squeezy wouldn't be anywhere near a title. I think I'm the only booker in the world that wouldn't put himself in a title match. I think in the current, are we still keeping the past champions? Or?
No, you literally can do anything you want.
I'd use Mickey Limerick as an example. So you've got him as a monster heel champion. You'd have to build somebody on the opposite side up who eventually would topple him, and that can take a year because we're obviously doing shows a month.
So who would you pick? Who would be your baby?
I wouldn't pick me. That's the thing.
If you want to pick yourself,
no.
Pick
do you know
yourself.
why? Do you know why? Because two things. One, I don't see myself as that, and two, you tell me if I go for championships, that's a dick mover. No, I've been listening.
Yeah, no,
but no, like you could use someone like Nico if he built a bond with the fans and made it strong enough that over the year he's getting all these wins. You know, meets Mickey and smashes a win out of the park there. I'd have the Milton and Sam feud, and I'd make that last forever. And I'd bring Ryan Ace just to beat him up, and then I'd say I'd beat you again. So that'd be 3 times.
But like, when I asked people if what they would do when they say world champion,
yeah,
I'm on about
it's
when
a cop-out answer.
I'm on about when the very first time. So we can have a conversation. You can say like, yeah, I'm going to be the main event. This is your booking.
Yeah.
So let's go fucking wild. Let's go wild.
I don't put myself strong I've been that used over the years to lying on my back normally.
Well, so
before I came here, I think I was on 1-2 wins, one possibly.
well, and that's all changing now. So
True.
now you're basically John Cena.
Christ.
So how are you gonna? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do personally? So I beat Ryan Nurse, I bring back Quinny, and I have like a 3-month feud with him because I quite enjoyed in training working with him. And then moving on, I think you can start like putting more like the Eiffel. To me, I want like a build up. I don't want to just go like, right, I beat him and now up here. So it'd probably be the Alpha Prime scene for me, and there's a lot of guys in there that not similar, but size wise they're a lot more similar.
Yeah.
And I think I'd stand out like a sore thumb, so it'd be something different.
So a bit like Samoa Joe in the X Division.
Yeah, exactly. God, why didn't I think of that before?
Yeah. See,
it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
People don't think I know stuff about wrestling, but I know stuff. I know stuff.
He turns his TV on.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
as long as I avoid you and Lou as well, by the way.
Well,
give it 6 months.
So I mean, if you were to wrestle for like a title, like the main title, who would you want it to be?
For the world title.
Well, it's not a world title; it's a British title.
We're not going that big now.
We're not one of them companies that says the world title until it's went to at least another country.
Yeah.
That's not Scotland or Wales. So if it goes to Ireland, it'll be world title. Europe world title. Radio. So who would you want to?
Who would I pick? Like if I was in that scenario, I'd pick somebody like Ryan Ace, like Quinny if he was heel.
Really?
Yeah, because I reckon you can build something up to that standard, and I think a match with like me versus Mickey wouldn't work as well because I'm not at that level yet.
Well, see, my main thinking is like, it doesn't matter who's in the match. Is like we'll build it to fit the both of yous.
Yeah, the promo, the build.
So even if it was someone like Mickey, like I wouldn't put yourself down. I think you could have a cracking match. It's just you got to have a good like
build up to it.
Well, not a good build up, but like there's got to be something in that match that's special. So someone has to like go above and beyond. So if that's him or if that's you, but like I wouldn't like say like it could never happen. Do you know what I mean?
I would say it never happened. I mean, like right now, no. Right now, no. I've got a hell of a lot more to learn. And that was another reason why I came to Full Tilt. Like I was learning stuff with EPW. I was learning off in one direction, but I wanted to also learn not another direction, but like I wanted to go back over some of the stuff I'd learned and pick up some new stuff to build together. So, like promos, I've never done promos really, ever. But I can turn around and have a bitch fit at somebody, and that can be essentially a promo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a lot of people that don't like doing promos, that don't like talking to cameras.
I've learned that recently.
And yeah, shout out to bloody Curtis Reed.
Twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I listen.
But you know, it's like doing anything in wrestling. You got to practice it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, you're going to cut a promo and it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
Can't be helped. It's the same way as like you can do a clothesline sometimes and it'll be shit. Sometimes it's really good. But I think, like, what I think is like, I think you're good, like on the mic and talking and very like quick witted. The same as like Craig.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I quite enjoy listening to Craig.
and I think that's one of the main things. It's like you don't essentially have to be like like good at making up stuff to talk about. All you need to do is just talk and like and sort of and try and make it so that people can understand what you're talking about. And like that's why I was saying the promos is like use real stuff because then that it sort of like helps you a lot because straight away you're legitimizing it by like if it's something that the crowd know, they're like, oh well,
that's more natural.
That's real. that's real stuff that he's saying there. So I mean, so the last part, we've come to sort of the end of the show. Is have you got anything that you want to plug? Any shows coming up? I know we've got a show coming up on the 14th of the 30th of August.
Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else, but
Can I say who I'm against that night?
yeah, if you want,
All right, so Full Tilt's return sees me, Big Squeezy, against Bobby Roberts, the man who spent most of his time pretending to be Stone Cold in ICW. He's had a go at me with the fat jokes at Primark. Apparently the Squeezy section is the 5L section. Primark don't go that high. I've checked. But yeah, I'll see you there, boy. I'll see you there.
I think that'll be a good match.
I hope so. It's different because it's somebody outside the company for me.
Someone from a different country, even though it's only Scotland.
Still Scotland.
Yeah.
Stay on your side of the wall.
But I mean, like, for me, like, I think the match is like, it's a good match to come back to.
Yes.
Of like being away for a long time, because it's been like a year and a half really since the last show, and I mean, but as well, I think like the way like Bobby works, it'll be a lot easier for you to like work in that kind of match, because he's just so hateable, you know. I think everyone's going to hate him.
I haven't met the poor lad. He might be nice. I know in the ring he can be dickish. I haven't really met him yet, so.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not putting you down before I meet you either. Before you ask.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like his character.
Yeah.
Is like a good foil for you.
Good fit.
So I'm looking forward to the match. I'm the one that put it together, but
I was gonna say.
But it's still, I'm still gonna enjoy it. So like, what about any like social media things like that? People want to like your Facebook page?
I'd probably just say the Facebook, really, because I mainly use that. So it's Big Squeezy Bear on Facebook. I don't really use my Twitter, but it's jakaadu, JKAADU. It'll come up with Big Squeezy Bear.
I'll put the links in the.
I just haven't used it I rarely use it. I think I occasionally use it to talk Ryan Ace and speak to.
So everyone needs to like hit him up on Twitter, not Facebook, because he needs to get used to using it, because he needs to sell himself more. So follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, no.
And Facebook.
Facebook especially. I quite like looking at my likes on there.
So anyways, thanks for coming down. Thanks for talking.
All right.
Bit about FTW, bit about your backstory, and we'll see you on the 13th.
Yeah. Probably plenty of time to get ready.
And hopefully you're a winner.
And hopefully I'm fit enough.
All right, so thanks for joining us this week.
Bye.